Okay, well, the stream is live. Hopefully, yeah, the stream is live in Houston, doing doing the arcade stuff. Still at the Houston Arcade Expo 2025. It's been a good one. Wanted to do a live stream, say hello to some of the people back home and wherever home is for you. I brought along my Project Pinball cup. It's actually just a regular cup with a sticker on it, but wanted to have a piece of home with me. I find using those hotel paper cups is it just doesn't cut it sometimes, but wanted to talk a little bit about the show and a little bit about the Barrels of Fun tour, but mainly just a kind of a narrated walkthrough of the show. Let people know that the Houston Arcade Expo is not sold out today. If you have nothing to do and you're in the Houston area, come check it out. Should be fun. Still plenty of games to play. And Busted Chops, welcome to the stream. I don't feel sick so far, but you know, you never know. I hope not. I have my way to look at the chat today is a little goofy, but I can see it nonetheless. Anyways, yeah. Good morning. Welcome everybody to, well, it's good morning where I am. It's Houston time. I'm not sure even what time zone that is. Maybe I should have paid attention a little more in school. I don't know. Today is, I guess you could call it the last day of the show. I'm here for another day, but Dustin Echoes, welcome. Good morning also. Yes, it's Central time zone. Central. This is correct. I still have my voice, and I don't feel like I have any convention sickness yet, knock on wood. So that's a good thing. One thing I noticed walking around this trade show, it's less of a trade show. It's more of a party. And I've heard that and I've repeated that. But the atmosphere is definitely a more relaxed vibe. It's less corporate, extremely less corporate, a lot more, I think, public, if that makes sense. Like, sort of a little more like a craft fair vibes in where the vendors are. It's very cool. There's all sorts of stuff for sale that's, in the category. But anyways, yeah, yesterday went on the Barrels of Fun tour. The Barrels of Fun factory was about 10 minutes from the convention. And yeah, had a great experience there. Went and got to see how their factory floor is laid out, how, some stuff that's in progress. And that video's on YouTube. If you're into, learning a little bit about the behind the scenes at Barrels of Fun, I'm excited. Cole's notes or Cliff Notes, whatever you call it. I'm excited for where Barrels of Fun is going. Where they are is awesome, but where they're going is even more incredible, I think. But just letting the chat spin up. I can see the chat somewhat. I can see Twitch chat now. But yeah, I'm gonna move out of the way. I will show my big win. Oof. So I have a new prized possession. I was like, no matter what, I'm not going to buy a playfield. I'm not going to try to figure out how to get this on an airplane and bring it home. But when we're waiting for the bus on the Barrels of Fun tour, I'm like, I went to the bathroom and I come back out and they're like, there he is. I'm like, oh shit, what's going on? Anyways, I won the draw. So I put shout out to the bus driver for being somewhat late so that when I was in the bathroom, I could win something. They're like, well, I think they felt bad that they were making people wait, so they just kept drawing and giving stuff away. And anyways, yeah, awesome. So anyways, the video from that is on YouTube, but I'm going to, what I'd like to do, let me know in the chat if this video doesn't play properly, but I kind of want to just so I can for sure see the Twitch chat, but basically, if you haven't watched any of these walkthrough videos yet, so I'll just kind of play and pause as we go here. Yeah, that works. So this first hall, there's two sides. There's the aisle where I am here, and then over to the right, there's a whole other aisle. And there was a whole bunch of kind of quirky little vendors and products, as well as a significant area for retro and console gaming. Like, I guess people brought consoles of all types. There was LAN parties going on. So it was cool. Like I said, if you're in town and you're not at this, but you're into anything retro gaming, I definitely recommend checking that out. Right to the left immediately was Multimorphic. To the right was Barrels of Fun. And straight ahead was Stern. Stern had a couple people there the whole time. And a leaderboard set up. And Matt from Pinballs was on the top of a number of those. So shout out to Matt from Pinballs. He streams, I believe, Monday evenings. I don't know what I was stopping to look at there, but I was going to pause here. So this aisle had, I'm not really sure if these were started to be people's games, or if these were, I forget who brought these games, but there was a Harry Potter here, Pulp Fiction, Cactus Canyon, and then a bunch of new Sterns. But this was kind of like, I'd call it like the modern aisle. And to DDost in the chat, I'm not really sure what the schedule for Barrels of Fun's production of Winchester is. But everything I heard was in that video, so I would probably go back and check myself. But yeah, on the Barrels of Fun tour, to answer DDost's question, they were clearly, to me, it looked like they were kind of setting up and ramping up production for Winchester. I'm just guessing this. They were very good about not, divulging schedules and stuff like that. They did talk a little bit about let some stuff free in talking about it. Talking about schedule and pace and, how many games are going to be made at a time. That's, can kind of do some math in their head. It definitely appeared that they are setting up and ramping up production. They talked for a point about how the red bins were for one game and the black bins were for Winchester, and Winchester, all the black bins were out on the line. I just noted in my head. So it does look like I have to look at my phone to see the chat the way I have my browser set up. I spent an hour trying to get my stupid browser sources in this hotel room to do it, but yeah, it looks like Dustin Echoes answered that in the chat as also. So yeah, back to this movie this video we're just watching. This was from my live, by the way. I did record some other stuff, but I just wanted to get something on the screen to chat with you guys today. So there was a legit full prop quality DeLorean there. I think this was my video from last night too. Again, pretty cool vendors throughout if you just need kind of like quirky nerd hobby stuff. Like, I don't know, I love that stuff. I had to pause here quickly. So this was, I did not know this was a thing. This was the retro esports section. And it was very, very cool. There was a competitive group. I believe they were live streaming, but actually, I mean, that looks like he has OBS open, but I don't know. It was cool to watch. I did not know there was, I mean, I assume there's all types of esports, but it's an NBA Jam. He's heating up. By the way, the voice actor for Mortal Kombat and NBA Jam were both there. That was cool. Out in the hallway. Main purpose of this stream today was just to connect with you guys, catch up a bit, you know, stay in your feed, stay relevant for you, but I'm going to try to get an interview with these guys today. This was Mech Corp. Some sort of, I think those pod capsule things kind of go in the arcade and you can multiplayer against each other. I hope to get an interview today with them, but it looked pretty sweet. Excuse me. So Eureka Heights is one of the sort of local hotspots, and they brought a large portion of their collection. I'm hoping to get to Eureka Heights before I go home, maybe in a couple more spots too. And just bear with me. This is a bit of a Bush League presentation today. I'm trying to see my chat window. What happens when I try to go back and view my chat window, the browser scene goes black. So anyways, I have to keep it maximized. So DDost asked, was Beetlejuice a big topic at the expo? And the funny thing was, when you say, were people talking about it, talking wasn't really an option. It was generally so loud. You could talk in this area, but over in that area, you can see, this is the homebrew section to my left there. So they had Big Trouble in Little China, which I got on the first day. I'm going to go there today and try to get some games on it as well as a few other homebrew titles there. But yeah, no, people weren't really I mean, I was seeing more chatter about Beetlejuice. Obviously, it's a huge topic, but no, we were just kind of in the moment. Everyone in my, places I was anyway, just kind of chatting about the show. And so there's the stage. So the stage, again, this may not be interesting to anybody, but the stage had various different types of performers, and they all seemed to bring their own light show and their own, I think they shared a sound system, but some of the performers were really, really incredible. Obviously, Bow Wow was there, and the I Want Candy song was on. And Scott Denisi yesterday put on a banger set. It was so loud. I was like, oh my God, do I need to get my earplugs? But no, it was awesome. I'm hoping to talk to Scott Denisi and see if he would be interested in, having some of his music on the channel. And I think that would be cool to have an industry music person having pinball music on the channel. It's from a real artist. Usually this kind of dance floor was full. This is kind of like a quiet period. Also, I'm sorry if you're messaging on YouTube, I can't really see it. So you'd have to go on Twitch to be in the chat today, unfortunately. I can see it's just not super easy. I have to tab over. So during the music sets, this was the DJ area, but some of the DJing happened up on the main stage too. This was also kind of where I don't know if you call it the owner, the guy that puts on the show, Keith, this is where he was kind of hanging the whole time. So I got to get on this game too again, the Alice in Wonderland from Dutch Pinball. They had a Funhouse original right there as well. And then this cool game that is see-through plastic. I don't know, you guys may have seen that before, but one thing too, talking about the quality of games at any shows like this, the quality of games there was excellent. One comment from a lady I spoke to, she was trying to get a hold of someone when a machine breaks down. So at Pinball Expo, oh shit, I went way ahead of where I was. Sorry guys. Amateur hour here. Anyways, I was talking to a lady at the show and she's like, well, who do we call when the machines are broken? And I'm like, sorry, I wish I knew. At the Northwest Pinball Expo and at Arcade Expo, they had a crew. Maybe they did at this show, I just didn't really see them around. This was a little smaller, more intimate show, but yeah, a lady was saying, yeah, there's usually a number to call. I don't know who to call. These machines are down. I didn't see a ton of machines down, but yeah, that was one thing. Oh, and the highlight of the show, I might have talked about this a minute ago, but one of the highlights of the show was there's hand sanitizer everywhere. So hand sanitizer should be mandatory at this type of thing. But I was saying in the Discord chat yesterday, I drink lots of fluids at these shows and go to the bathroom a lot. I counted how many people were washing their hands walking out of the bathroom, and it was 6 out of 10. So do better, hand washing people. After you go to the urinal, you still should wash your hands. But no hate, no hate. It's a funny observation. Check out the chat again, sorry. Yeah, busted chops. Maybe we do need a pinball. Maybe I need a professional version of Pinball Dreams, but I can see the chat. I just have to look on my phone, which is kind of goofy. So this was the place, if you want to play Winchester and you're near the Houston area, this is the place to get on the game. It's like a 5-minute wait to get on. I played probably 5 or 6 games, played some Dune. And I mean, make no mistake, everyone's talking about Barrels of Fun. Barrels of Fun had a very good, buzz around the booth. I really enjoyed that factory tour with their team over there, and yeah, Barrels of Fun is going to be in the news for, I hope, years to come. When I was in their factory, like, one thing I was like, you guys are going to outgrow this place. Like, I'm super happy for them. One thing I was mentioning too in the Discord chat, I felt at this show, there wasn't as much like pinball media or pinball creators there, and I feel like I had to be careful I didn't impose or feel like I was invading anyone's space live streaming. So, like at the Pinball Expo, I live streamed for like 2 hours a day on the show floor, and it was like no one really cared. It was more invited. It's just a shot that shows a little bit of the scale of the place. But at this show, I kind of felt like almost like if you go to a bar or a bar arcade and you're filming, like maybe people don't like it. No one was aggressive or no one said anything. I just got kind of the vibe that, why are you walking around with your fucking stabilizer selfie stick deal? So, but I'll probably do some interviews for follow-up later. But yeah, Multimorphic P3, I got on Portal. I like that system. It's neat. I don't know. Might be nice to have one day. Maybe I could do some sort of collaboration with them. I don't know. Yeah, Avanti, welcome to the stream also. The arcade machines especially, I don't know if you can see my mouse pointer, but the arcade machines they were especially packed like sardines. So I would say this show might even be outgrowing this place. I mean, I love to see growth and success. And but over in the arcade area, like you couldn't walk down the aisle because there was people on both sides. It was I mean, it's pretty tight over here too. So you can imagine it's a dark room walking around with a camera rig with 2 cameras mounted to it. Like, I don't know. I felt like I was in the way, so. Yeah, Princess Bride. I didn't play it yet, but I played Portal and the other. What's the other one? Their first one? I think I was trying to figure out how to view my chat window. All right, the one on the left. Oh, what is it? It's this one here. Um, Goodness. Can you read it? Total resistance or something? Does that sound right? Yeah. Final resistance. Yeah, that's right. So there's the dude who drew the Mortal Kombat stuff. I think that's what he did. Again, lots of vendors, and there was lots of cosplay too, which was cool. Um, Excuse me. And again, like if you guys are looking for a destination trip, maybe it's not too far for you to fly, or you can drive and even see a day or two of this show, like I would recommend it. I'm gonna go again for sure. There's a guy here to my left. I bought a couple shirts here. He does like really nice. Oh, there I talked for a second. Um, this section here too is what I was talking about. I gotta pause when there's not kids on the stream screen, but so they had a bunch of CRTs set up with like I don't want to say every, a lot of old consoles. Um, Probably one of the only times you would ever be able to play all these in one spot. And so that I thought was pretty cool. Um, and you could go and sit down anywhere. Like this happened to be pretty busy right when I was there, but you could go and sit down and play as much as you want. So they had LAN parties, Mac versus PC over here too, which was pretty, I don't know, unique. So I'm trying to pull up the chat. It's very challenging for me in this current setup. There's Brad Albright's art. Um, these banners are totally sweet and were like $40. So you can get all of their banners and artwork and shirts on their website. They didn't have my size in stock. I needed a 3X. They had 2X. And it's funny because like I'm like, do you have a 3X? They're like, no, we only have 2X. Like it's not gonna work. I'm too big for it. I'm too tall. Tall is the main thing. It's not like always wideness, but um so yeah, Tree Farmer Charlie, there was a whole other oh, is there another tournament today? I don't know that. Dustin Echoes would know. Henry was in the tournament. Um But yeah, there was a whole other tournament room in a like adjacent part of the Marriott Hotel. I poked my head in there, but it was like, you don't really go in unless you're involved with the tournament, like go and lurk or hang out in there. But yeah, Dustin Echo says when people told me the show was a big party, they weren't lying. The arcade floor was basically a bar and dance floor too that never closed. Yeah. Yeah, the place never closed. I was surprised that today I'm actually going to bring a pair of like earplugs just in case because I like to be where the music is, but it was so loud. Um, they had earplugs. They're giving away earplugs too. A lot of thought went into it. It seemed like too. Oh, Dustin Echo says he burnt out around 3 a.m. Finals for women in the tournament's happening now. Regular finals after. Cool, cool. I'll probably go. I'm going to head over there soon. The show floor just opened at 10 Central Time, and but yeah. Later today, I'm going to do another live stream. Well, I'm going to do a live stream at the show today, just a walking around live stream. It's very hard for me to talk during those live streams because it's kind of noisy. So they're really just for your benefit. So if you guys want to see more like walking around at the show, I'll probably do another one of those today, this afternoon. The show closes at 2, so there's only 4 hours left of fun. I think it closes at 2. So I'm going to go get in on some of that. I'm also going to do a live of what during the Barrels of Fun tour, just my comments on the tour from my manufacturing perspective and marketing perspective, my thoughts on some of that. So stay tuned for that. That'll probably be later this afternoon, depending on, if we go do some other activities or something. Oh, the tournament coverage was good. That's good to hear that Carpool did it on there too. I'm just trying to catch up in the chat. I don't know why I just didn't click this earlier. There we go. What happens is when I move my window over into here, into Streamlabs, it makes this go black. So yeah, I picked up one of these banners. Again, they were like pretty inexpensive. They had previous years available as well. So if you have some wall space to cover, the 2024 one.
Just barely following the chat. Really busy here tonight, so I gotta avoid.
I recognize that guy. But yeah, I don't know if there's anything else. I did a bunch when I was playing games. I used the meta glasses and did some recording. So I have some Portal. I have some different multimorphic games, Winchester. But I'm gonna probably try to record some games that like I don't play normally at home or don't have nearby that are kind of unique. So those might show up on the different social media. But what else? Do check out the Barrels of Fun interview. Barrels of Fun factory tour I did is kind of just a raw, like you were there, kind of video. It wasn't meant to be, overproduced or, like an exclusive walk around. I would have loved to do one, but this was just kind of an as you were there type of video. And I think it's good when you have somewhat candid perspective during something like a factory tour. I think it's good, and it shows for people that are interested in, shopping at Barrels of Fun, committing a deposit on future games. I think it helps you feel that they're running a nice tight ship, that they're going to create a good quality product, and mainly you can read the passion on their faces. So that was one of the things that was interesting about, sharing that tour. Um, and I did ask if I can film before I went into, so it was an authorized tour, no sneaking or anything. I had a funny moment, though. They're like, "Don't go in those doors over there. There's the secrets all go in those doors over there." And if you remember the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, like the original, and they like get off of the tour a little bit and they go into that secret room. Um, I would never go into a secret room where there's proprietary information. I was like, when I went off to the bathroom later, I'm like, this is like exactly what happened in Willy Wonka. There's like the secret door and the bathroom. I'm like, it's a trap. They want people to go in there. But um, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get packed up and head over to the show and try to make some plans. Maybe go out to an arcade or do something today. Depends. Um, but yeah, just wanted to check in and stay connected to the viewers back home that are used to watching pinball live streaming at my house arcade live stream studio. Obviously, that is not happening this last couple days, but I'm super excited when I get home. I'm going to probably hop on no matter what time it is at night and live stream. I love that part of my life, participating in the chat, seeing different friends in the chat, and it has been even. It's also been very exciting to meet people in person at the show and all of these things. So thank you for those who came and said hello. Yesterday, the person from Tegrity Pinball came up and we got a picture and said hello. That was pretty cool. I think it's a great community. Pinball competition, pinball arcade, pinball on location, pinball industry, pinball collector. This whole community has been just amazing, and I am super excited to, continue to grow my participation in it, to, add to the collection and up my skill. That's kind of my project, ongoing. I was watching Mike Vinokur play Star Wars, and I was just watching his hands. I'm like, how is no balls are draining? How is he doing this? Every multi-ball, like not a single ball drained. I'm like, how? How? I want the secrets. But yeah, so I just want to thank all of you for coming along with this journey, participating in the chat, watching the different videos and interviews I'm starting to do more of over on YouTube. So yeah, thank you all. I really appreciate this time we spend together. But I also don't have this little laptop I bring with me. I should have brought my other computer. But anyways, I don't have all the channel music or anything, so I'm just going to end the stream. But stay tuned and check out my other social media. If you don't follow on YouTube, do a follow or a sub over there. Make sure you see some of that content as well. But yeah, thanks again. Tom.com, thank you. Thank you for the balls, but enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are. And I hope I mean, I'll probably do another stream like this afternoon, but